Hey guys, so I'm coming to share with you all my next project for Esme's Facebook group, Crafty Me Shop. And this time I created something using this paper that Esme had sent to me in my package and also supplemented with a few more sheets. So let me just show you this. It's not a paper pad because it's not bound. It's a stack and it has some really beautiful papers in it. Both shabby and casual, I guess. Really, one of the things you think of when you think of shabby chic is kind of the beach. Not kind of, is the beach, because beach living is very casual. So, and everything is kind of washed out colors and such. So, I'm just going to flip through some of the pages that are in the stack. It's single-sided, and you can see it is beach themed. I'm going to skip that one. And look at the colors in it. So pretty. And I love the beach because I actually grew up near the beach. My father was in the U.S. Navy, so I was not born in the continental United States, I should say. I was actually born on a little island in the Pacific that is not Hawaii. So, and then we moved to the mainland when I was very young. So we've always lived near the beach because, you know, as you know, if somebody's in the Navy, they got to be able to ship out. So you kind of have to live near the coast, right? Kind of a must, right? So this is the paper stack with all of the little papers in it. I believe you got 2 of each of these pages. And so I used these papers, not all of them, but a couple of these sheets. And then I supplemented it with a couple of these sheets, and these were in my stash because of the colors that you see here going on. And then this is also something that I used that I had in my stash, and this is actually gold paper. It is like textured because it's, I think this what they do is they wrinkle it and then they kind of smooth it out, and then they, you know, obviously it's gold color. So that's the paper that I used, and then I have some extra stickers and embellishments that I also put into my project. So for this project, I decided to try my hand at creating a flip book. And I can never follow rules. That's just how I am. I always have to do something a little bit different. So you can see here I used one of the Prima dolls on the outside. And this paper is from the stack that Esme had, as well as the headband. It's the same paper here. And then this background paper is also from the stack. And then I used the stamp that goes with the Prima doll, just plain in the sand. And it is highlighted with some gold. I think this is a Copic. What do they call these? The Spica markers, and I actually just picked up the gold one. So that's what you're seeing as the glitter here. And then I used some stickers that I had in my stash as well that go along with the line of papers that I was using. It's not from Scrap Berries, it's actually a separate manufacturer. And I also inked the edges after I distressed it with a distresser. This is the gold paper is the base of my flip book, and you know, I watched a few videos, not a lot. I watched a few videos on different channels on YouTube on how people have been making these, and rather than tape this spine where the flip is, I folded it because I think it's stronger and I like it to be sturdy, especially if you're going to be putting stuff inside of it. I don't want it falling apart to, you know, if I send it to somebody. So that is the reason why I didn't tape it. I actually just creased it, and it is very sturdy. It's actually 2 together because what I did was take 2 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper and fold and cut it down to the size that I wanted. I believe this is 5.5. No, it's 6. Let me measure it. No, it's 5.5. 5.5 by 5.5. So that's why the doll is a little bit taller than the actual flip book. And I cut down the papers to fit this size. So what I did was I took 2 sheets of the gold, cut them down to the right size, and then I folded them each in half and then glued the 2 backs together so that I have kind of a gatefold, right? So that's how I created this flip book. And then the back is not covered, so you can actually see the gold paper. And this is a really pretty vintage gold. I will actually sign this part right here. And then here's the cover. So that's the first part of it. And then you flip it open to the left, and you can see that I, again, used the 2 sheets from the collection, from the Scrapberry collection. I created some banners that I just cut fishtails like, and then stapled them down, put some sequins here, and I even fussy cut the back of her head so that it would look like hair. I don't know if you can tell, but with the doll, I made it kind of round, so she kind of does look like she has some dimension, because I used the thing that you use to create flowers with, the little ball at the end, to kind of make it rounded so that her clothes look a little bit round. It's not flat to the front. And then I just put some stickers again, some sea turtles, this way to the beach. And then on this side, this is a acetate sheet that I stapled down, and that's in gold as well. And then I used a Project Life card here, and I will fill this out for whoever gets this flip book. I didn't want to put this on, I didn't want to fill it out and then show you guys, since I may include some personal stuff on that. So that is the other side of the flip book. And then you flip it open one more time. And on the right hand side, there are pockets. Let me show you the center first, the center panel. I created some pockets here. These 2 sets of waves are created using some dies that I have, and also some stickers. And these are dimensional, from the same paper line that this paper is from. This paper here that the waves are created from is actually not in the Scrapberries pad. It's one I had in my stash. And it also had some matching embellishments, and I had plenty of the stickers, so I just stuck them down in the pocket just for some extra, you know, interest. There's seashells, and then there's a seahorse here, and that's the same line as the sea turtles. So then there's another Project Life card here that, again, I will fill out for the recipient, and there's a little goodie tucked back behind here. Now, I will say that if you're interested in possibly winning this flip book, because I'll be giving it away, you're going to have to watch my YouTube channel. I'm not going to post it in a link on the Facebook group. You'll have to go to my Facebook channel to watch the video and follow the instructions. So on this side, here is another stamp that is with one of the other Prima dolls that I purchased recently, and this says, "The sea is therapy for the soul." Now, I love the beach. It's a place that I go to relax and just kind of watch. It's not people watching, really. It's really more of like listening to the waves. I find it relaxing. A lot of people don't like it. But being that I grew up near the beach, that's just how I am. I didn't go a lot as a kid, funny enough. It's probably because I already have the natural tan built in, and it's really hot for me. So, but I love it there because, you know, places that are not like boardwalk style, I really do enjoy, like, you know, national parks that are beaches. So anyway, that's a little bit about me. Anyway, so you flip it this way and you can see another one of the goodies. This is a die I purchased recently, and I was thinking this little die, see how little they are? This will cut really cool shapes and beach themed, that will go great for a shaker card or pocket, because I was thinking maybe you can cut like a shape sequin out of some glitter or some foiled cardstock in these little shapes. Aren't they cute? So there's just a die stuck in these little pockets here, and these little flip pockets I've had in my stash. I think these are the Simple Stories ones, and then of course I cut some paper down from the Scrapberries pad that Esme provided to me, and also inked the edges with some distress ink. And this one here again is it's a Project Life card, and I'll fill that out again to for the recipient. And then the last page here, you flip it over, and I have another Prima doll here, and then another sticker. And I used the same paper and the same technique to kind of make it look like she was a lot more dimensional. It isn't flat. If it's hard to see it on camera, but I used, again, that same tool to kind of give her some rounded edges to the dress and the headband. And I really just love how it turned out. And then I used some Copics to kind of shade certain areas. Now over here on this side of the pocket, these are some die cuts that I'm going to gift, and they're all beach themed. So that is my flip book, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I really had a lot of fun kind of exploring what this new craze is. My feed is full of flipbook videos, which is kind of funny. So this is my project, and if you're interested in possibly winning this particular flipbook, you're going to have to stay tuned for the video where I talk about what you have to do to win it. Okay, that is my project. Thanks for watching, and make sure you take a look at Esme's store, Crafty Me Shop on Facebook. I will put the link in the description bar below, and I had a lot of fun creating it. She has a lot of different products, different styles too. See, this is more like a vintage and shabby collection. So just take a look and see if she's got anything that you might like. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.